Ahoy guys, and welcome back to I Like Watches. Now you may remember late last year I reviewed a couple of divers by the Australian micro brand Houtman. The watch was called the Pilbara. I was sent the green dial and the black dial version to review for you guys, and I got to say I was very impressed. And in the process of researching that watch, I went onto their website and I noticed they sell a very good looking, super affordable quartz dress watch, and I had every intention after that review of reaching out to Jason and saying, don't suppose you fancy sending me one of these to review next, but then it completely slipped my mind. However, Jason just contacted me a few weeks ago and said, we just made a brand new watch, would you like to see the prototype? I said, yes please, but don't suppose you fancy sending me one of those super affordable quartz dress watches to review as well? And he said no. He said, I'll send you all four instead. So I've got all four colour variations to show you in this video. Not only that, they do free Caseback laser etching. And he's put my face and logo on the back of all four of them. And they come with these awesome leather pouches and free international delivery. I don't know how they do it. It's £71, around $82 at the moment for this watch. Yeah, it just seems ridiculous. But anyway, ridiculously good, which is great for us. So yeah, let's take a look at it, shall we? Here's the first watch then. It is the watch I was wearing during the introduction. A very nice light brown leather strap and a vertically brushed blue dial. These are good looking watches. I will run through all the facts, figures, stats and specifications in a moment. But first of all, I just want to show you all the colours. And I've got to say, I think they're marketing these very cleverly. They know that with the specifications that come with this watch, it's not going to be a huge seller among hardcore watch enthusiasts and collectors. But they're selling them so cheaply, they're including the leather pouch, the free international delivery, and most importantly, that free Caseback laser etching. They really do make fantastic gifts, and I just cannot get over the price. When you look at all those components that they're offering, the free delivery, the leather pouch, the free Caseback laser etching, you're almost getting the watch for free, because they're selling that travel pouch as an accessory on their website for £24. And when I ship watches internationally, I usually pay between £15 and £20. And you would expect to pay around £20 for custom Caseback laser etching. So when you add up those three, well, add-ons, if you like, yeah, you really are almost getting the watch for free. Here's the third watch then. It comes on a burgundy strap and a sort of dark charcoal vertically brushed dial. Again, a really nice colour combination. Yeah, I like this one too. And here's the fourth and final colour variation. It comes with a darker brown leather strap. Again, a vertically brushed dial. And depending on the angle, sometimes the dial looks like a lighter grey, and sometimes it looks like a very light sort of browny colour almost. Not matching the strap, but more in keeping with the strap, I think. Yeah, a really interesting colour combination, this one. Right, let me show you the Casebacks. Well, they're all the same, I think, so no need to show you all four, but there it is. And I have actually uploaded onto my Instagram account a video of this actually being done. They do it themselves. If you are interested in having a custom Caseback put on this watch, you need to order the watch and then get in touch with them and let them know exactly what you want on it. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? It's come out really clear and crisp. Yeah, really cool. Right, let's get you some dimensions. The case diameter is around 41.5 millimeters. Thickness is 8.6. Lug to lug is just over 47.5. And the lug width is 21. The straps taper down to 17.5. And it weighs 54 grams. And here's confirmation the crystal is mineral crystal. The case, the crown, the Caseback and also the hardware on the strap are all stainless steel. The Caseback is a screw down Caseback. The crown is a pull push crown, giving the watch 50 meters of water resistance. The case has some brushing and some polished surfaces. The bezel is fully polished, circular brushing on top of the case, longitudinal brushing down the sides, and the buckle is also brushed. The Caseback, circular brushing.
yeah, with my face on it, look. The straps are all made of leather. They also have colour matching stitching. They're a little bit stiff when they turn up, but as you can see, I've put some curvature in this one already, and it doesn't actually seem to impact the look of the leather. Sometimes when you fiddle around with them and soften them up, this surface will crack and distress, but these don't seem to, which is pretty good. And they've chosen some nice colours, to be honest. I think they've paired the straps with the dials very, very nicely. No loom, unfortunately, but I can show you the Swiss-made Ronda quartz movement. It says at the bottom there, 1 jewel, and it's also a Swiss parts movement as well. I think that's all the details relating to the watch that I wanted to share, but I did want to show you this travel pouch because they are selling it on its own as an accessory for around £24, I believe. It can hold 4 watches. Yeah, I was really quite surprised actually to learn that this is what this watch comes in, well, what all 4 of these watches comes in. Given the price of the watch, I didn't think it would come in one of these, but it does, and these are really nice. They're sort of suede lined. This is a sort of velvety, almost felt material. The outer purpley, well, more maroon coloured bit, it does smell like leather. It doesn't say on the website that it is, but I'd be surprised to learn that it's not. It feels like a really nice material, as you can see down there. Look, it's signed. Yeah, what a fantastic little bonus. Right, let's now run through what I consider to be the strengths and the weaknesses, the reasons you might or might not buy this watch. Yeah, and I've already mentioned a few of the strengths. Free Caseback laser etching, and it's that really that makes this a fantastic gift watch. Free international delivery, and that pouch as well that it comes in. Those 3 things just make this watch outstanding value. You've also got stainless steel case and case back and crown and hardware. On the strap, a leather strap. Yes, it's got mineral crystal. That is a weakness. Yes, it's got a quartz movement inside. You know, quartz movements are great, but we do tend to prefer automatic movements, don't we? But I don't think we can expect this watch to house an automatic movement, and for you to get all those extra bits and pieces for £70 odd, especially when it's being sold by a proper micro brand. This is not an AliExpress watch. I also think it looks fantastic. When I first saw it on their website, yeah, I couldn't believe the price. It just looked too good to be sold at that sort of price. I think my favourite colour combinations are these 2. I think this is probably my favourite actually. Those applied indices just seem to pop that little bit more on this dial. Not the most legible version, but yeah, for some reason it just seems to pop and shine. Yeah, really nice. The case finishing also seems pretty good. The polished surfaces seem fine. The brushing seems nice. Yeah, it's better than I would expect at this sort of price. The leather strap is also nice. It doesn't feel like a super cheap strap. It feels actually good quality. Yes, you'll need to sort of fettle with it and just roll it around a little bit to get it to conform to your wrist straight out of the watch roll. But yeah, it actually feels like a nice leather strap. And again, I do really like the colours they've chosen to go with the dials. I think it's also worth pointing out the seconds hands appear to be hitting the minute markers most of the time. There's always a little bit of slack in quartz movements, which means quite often the seconds hand will hit the markers on the way up, but perhaps not on the way down the dial. But I think it's fairly obvious these seconds hands have been applied to the dial very intentionally in an effort to get them to hit the markers as much as possible. Another potential weakness to mention, and that is the length of the hands. They may look a little out of proportion with the size of the dial, but there's actually a good reason for that. Those applied indices aren't flat. They get higher towards the outer edges of the dial, and so if the minute and the seconds hands were any longer, they'd interfere with those applied indices. So yeah, that is the reason they are the length that they are. So perhaps a touch out of proportion at a glance, but for a very good reason.
Now, I distinctly remember seeing these watches for the first time on their website last year, and I specifically remember my first impression, which was, wow, these look really, really good. And I also remember my second thought, which was, but why are they so cheap? How can a watch that looks this good be so cheap? Being sold by a micro brand on a website well under $100. It's not even close to $100. It just didn't make sense to me, and those were the reasons why I was so keen to pick up this watch and review it, and I really do wish I'd got it in sooner. And of course, since then, I've learnt of the free caseback etching and engraving, the fact that the international shipping is free, and also they come in that watch roll, which on its own is being sold for £24. The whole package, the whole bundle just seems almost too good to be true. I know that there are a few weaknesses: mineral crystal, quartz movement, almost 42 millimeters in diameter, and the hands look a touch small for the dial. But the overall package and bundle is incredible value, and they are good looking watches. I really do like this silver dial watch on this blue strap, and of course this blue dial watch with this brown strap. Definitely keeping hold of these, and I'll almost certainly be taking advantage of their service and gifting these watches at some point in the future. Free caseback engraving, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Let me know, guys, what you think of it in the comment section. Yeah, I'm not expecting these watches to be a huge hit amongst all you watch enthusiasts and collectors, but what a bundle and what a price. Incredible. Right, guys, yeah, please let me know in the comment section what you think of this watch and the whole package. Always enjoy reading your comments. Right, take care, guys. Look after yourselves. You'll see me again very, very soon.